President William Ruto finally fires Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi. Welcome back to our channel. Press the subscribe button for more news bulletins. Finally, President William Ruto has fired Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi with Geoffrey Ruku from Mount Kenyan region, specifically Meru County, replacing him. Geoffrey Ruku will be Cabinet Secretary of Public Service. Aden Duale will be Cabinet Secretary of Health, and Deborah Baraza will be in the environmental sector. We expect more cabinet reshuffles from President William Ruto, who has been undergoing major cabinet secretaries reshuffle in his government. Well, Muturi has been so furious with the current government, exposing and criticizing the government over extrajudicial killings and abductions, which President William Ruto was not really happy about, because Muturi was exposing a lot of government secrets, pointing out the shortcomings of President William Ruto. We all know President William Ruto does not like anyone criticizing and going against him. Once you do that, you declare yourself as an official enemy to the state, which Justin Muturi had just succeeded in placing himself. Now, big question is, why do you think Justin Muturi finally has been fired and replaced with a person from Mount Kenyan region, specifically Meru County? Well, number one is President William Ruto was about fed up of Muturi's critiques and public discrediting of President William Ruto, exposing his government, like the cases of abduction and extrajudicial killings. It's crazy how the government expected Muturi to play along after abducting his son, and they knew about it. Put yourself in Muturi's shoe. He wouldn't bear the heavy weight of knowing the very same government he works for is responsible for his son's abduction. He had no choice but to rebel. Muturi had also written a letter to exit Kenya Kwanza government, meaning he no longer wanted to be part of the Kenya Kwanza, breaking the relation between him and President William Ruto. Muturi once stated he's not afraid to lose his position, and on my own thought, Muturi was prompting the president to actually fire him, since he did not want to resign. Muturi was actually pushing the president to fire him from office because he persisted with his critiques, knowing very well President William Ruto does not like to be opposed or anyone who doesn't support his agendas. Definitely, he had to see the door. Muturi was also tired of serving the government because he saw them as traitors. I mean, how do you work for this very same government and they kidnap your son right there in your nose? You work for the government and, they kidnap your son. What if they would have killed him? I mean, put yourself in Muturi's shoes. He's asking himself a lot of questions. The betrayal. He was, I think, tired of it all. Ruto is actually focused on 2027 politics, hence he is strictly focused on people who support his agendas, not people who fight him. For you to survive in Kenya Kwanza government, you must be in position to actually support every endeavor the president is saying, whether it is wrong or right, which Muturi was loudly against. Muturi has been loudly bashing the president, and he even stated he's not afraid to be fired. Ruto wants allies who support him and his agendas, like the broad-based alliance. For anyone who is not in support of the alliance, definitely will exit the government. Why is it just now that President William Ruto has decided to fire Justin Muturi and states he is incompetent? Ruto is looking for support. Clearly, Muturi is not up for it. The development tour to Mount Kenya. Muturi had deliberately shut Ruto out and stated he will not be part of President William Ruto's development tour to the mountain region, stating that he is going to focus in his work and concentrate in the office. I think President Ruto was quite hurt by that term that, Muturi is not going to escort him and show support while he comes from the mountain region. Those are just but my views. Why do you think President Ruto has finally fired Justin Muturi as Cabinet Secretary of Public Service? Was it Muturi's intention to get President Ruto to fire him? Between President William Ruto and Justin Muturi, who is incompetent? Leave your views on our comment section. Subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. JD Ishmaels.